Family gatherings can be stressful, especially when you've got relatives who love to argue and debate.
Right now, we're at a very divided point in our nation's history. And so we might wind up sitting across the table from someone with very, very different views and beliefs than us.
Misasha, Suzuki Graham, and Sara Blanchard, hosts of the podcast Dear White Women, share some tips on how to handle a no-filter relative. It all starts with knowing yourself.
I think we've all had that moment where someone says something and you're frozen, you're caught like a deer in the headlights.
Understanding your own views and values will help you prepare for how to respond.
We need to know, are we comfortable, for example, having any discussions about race and racism? You might really want to think about how far down the vaccine conversation you want to go.
If you know where you stand on hot topics, you'll be able to set boundaries.
Maybe there are a couple of people that you need to have that conversation with ahead of time and say, I know we're going to get together and I know we have strong feelings. We're not going to talk about this in this manner.
Having those boundaries in place ahead of time will help you avoid those awkward moments.
If it's one of those events where you sent an email that you're going to use to invite everybody over, then email seems like a totally reasonable way to follow up and be like, cool, these are my general guidelines for dinners at my table.
But if a tricky topic does come up, listen to understand.
In that moment where you hear that comment, the things that we love to do is ask a simple question, which is, what do you mean by that?
And remember to
breathe. Don't hold your breath. You have to reconnect your brain with your body.
You can respond with I statements.
Say, I feel however you're feeling. Because they can't argue with you. If you're feeling offended, if you're feeling hurt, if you're feeling unseen, if you're feeling disrespected, who's going to say, no, you're not? It's your truth.
But if an escalation does happen, know when to walk away.
At the end of the day, we can only control ourselves.
Remember where you are and why you're there.
How do you want it to feel? Is this moment something that is so pivotal that you really, really need to push that person at this moment? Because at the end of the day, if standing up for humanity is about truly respecting each other as people, doing the opposite by disrespecting a person with a different view at your dining table is not actually living in integrity. So it's okay to sometimes walk away.
Taking the stomachache out of the family dinner.